My name is Ariel Davis, and this is my fitness story. I started working out about 4 years ago was when I took my fitness serious. I used to be a heavyset kid, so growing up in a house full of fit people, my sister did beauty pageants, so I always felt the need to want to look a certain way. And growing up, my mom would a lot of times she would hide the snacks and things like that because she wanted me to look a certain way, and at that time I didn't care about that. And it took years going through high school of just looking at other people and just wanting to live a healthier lifestyle. And I was pre-diabetic about 3 years ago, about a year into my weight loss journey. I started at 285 pounds and I lost 100 pounds. And during that time, that's when I really started to push myself. Once I found out I was pre-diabetic, that's when I knew that I really had to take it serious, and I couldn't just go to the gym and just do a few crutches and a few push-ups. I had to really change my whole outlook. And about a year and a half ago is when I stopped going to huge gyms and I started just focusing on me. And a lot of times when I would go to the big gyms, I wouldn't focus on myself and focus on worrying about me. I would worry about everyone else and what people were thinking about me, and it wouldn't allow me to push myself because I would be worrying about, is this person staring at me? Is this person laughing? Maybe I don't belong, because I almost felt like I didn't belong. But I told myself, I belong here, because if I didn't belong here, I wouldn't be here. And I really started to push myself, and I stopped focusing on other people, and I started working out by myself. And I got so in tune with myself that now I could work out in bigger gyms now, and I don't feel like I don't belong. Like I feel like this is where I belong, and it feels good. It feels good. It changed my life that it shows me discipline, and it allowed me to view the world how the world viewed me. When I was almost 300 pounds, the world didn't view me the same way I'm viewed now. I don't want to say it's almost easier, but it's almost a sense of, if I'm doing a workout, for example, when I was almost 300 pounds, sometimes people will be staring like, is she doing that right? Does she know what she's doing? She might hurt herself. If I do a workout now and I look like I just look crazy, I don't feel that same pressure. And it's almost like people feel as though they always need to talk with the heavyset person. And now I feel like it's a lot easier, less pressure. You know, it felt good sometimes walking into the gym and people saying, wow, good job, you're doing something. But at the same time, sometimes I didn't necessarily want that attention. I guess I would say just staying dedicated, and if I fell off the horse, even now, I'm a few years into my workout, and if I fall off the horse for a few weeks, like, all right, you know what, I have family in town, or it's the holidays or birthday weekend, I know in my head, like, don't overdo it. I still keep myself like, all right, I have to, you know, that was a challenge for me. If I got off the horse and I put on a few pounds, I would be like, oh well, try again next year when it's new year, new me time in January. And I would give up and I'll say, I'll start again in January, I'll start again Monday, or next month I'm gonna push myself. Until I realized you don't need a new year, you don't need a new month, and you don't need a new week to say it's time. I'll be like, all right, you know what, after dinner I'm not feeling, let me go get a workout in, let me start this, let me do something I didn't do before. And I started doing that, and it helps. Motivation, I know a lot of times people rule out negativity as a motivation, and it sounds almost counterintuitive, but sometimes when I hear the haters, the naysayers and things like that, it makes me want to say, well, guess what, everybody, once I get to where I want to be, I'm going to be so happy. And I have a person in my life, my older sister actually, she was a naysayer in my life. She was used to being the better looking one of us two. But she had her baby and kind of didn't stay in the fitness, in a fitnessy type of thing. But that was a motivator for me, because growing up my whole life, I've been a chubby kid since I was 7 years old, and I was the big little sister. And being the big little sister, I was bigger than my older sister for years, since maybe I was 8 years old. So that always motivated me, that I said, I don't want to look a certain way. I don't want to be a big little sister. I want to be me. And that was definitely I would say she was definitely a shaping thing for me. Very much on a positive note, the message I would like to give is, if you feel almost like you don't belong, you belong. And you belong feeling healthy and feeling like you're the best individual you are. And if it means eating smaller portions, because that's what works for me, eating smaller portions. If I go somewhere, cutting my sandwich in half, or just not overindulging, but still indulging so I don't feel like I'm depriving, so you don't feel like you're missing out, but still push yourself, and you'll be able to be feeling as happy as you want and feeling healthy. I always tell people to push themselves, because I mean that, honestly. That's like really what I mean, like push yourself. I mean pushing yourself as in not overindulging, pushing yourself in your workout, pushing yourself to get to the gym. I mean that's really what I say, always get fit and push yourself. Thank you for watching the video, and I hope you guys all feel inspired to go out there and be the best individual you are and be the healthiest you are. And thank you. And my name is Ariel Davis.
Dreams and drug schemes of mad cream could be a sad scene when you go to that extreme. Triple beam dreams and drug schemes of mad cream could be a sad scene when you go to that extreme.